promised you guys a dessert. So today we're going to be making my signature cookie, Chocolate Pecan Biscotti. It is an amazing cookie that you can dunk in your coffee. It is so tasty, chocolatey, full of chocolate chunks and pecan pieces. I guarantee you will love it. So get your aprons on, let's go into the kitchen, and let's bake. The first thing we want to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So I've got that happening already. And what you're going to be needing for this recipe is 1 stick, so half a cup of salted butter. You will also be needing 2 cups of sugar, so I've got that already cut up and ready to go in the mixer, stand mixer. You will also need 3 eggs, whole eggs, with 1 white, and save the yolk for your egg wash at the end. Then you will also be needing 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of Amaretto or Kahlua liquor. I had Amaretto today, so I'm using the 2 tablespoons of Amaretto. Then you will also be needing, in a sifting device, you will need 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of cocoa powder, and 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And you'll want to sift this together. This way it adds a little bit of air into the flour. And then lastly, you will be needing 6 ounces of chopped up milk chocolate or dark chocolate, your preference, and 1.5 cups of pecan pieces. So I've got my butter and sugar in the stand mixer. I'm going to turn this on. Slow at first. And we're going to mix this until it is light, creamy, and fluffy. Okay. In the middle of the mixing process, you want to just grab a spatula and just scrape down the sides. Make sure everything is getting incorporated. Okay. I'm going to mix it for a little bit longer. Okay, we are done. So we're going to add our whole eggs. I think this is whole eggs, yeah. So this is 3 whole eggs plus 1 egg white. So I'm going to add that in. And we're going to give it another whirl. Go nice and slow at the beginning, otherwise you're going to get a lot of splashback. Okay, that's pretty much mixed. We're going to add our vanilla, 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of Amaretto. Nice and slow at the beginning. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to sift all my dry ingredients. That's 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of cocoa powder, and my baking powder, 4 teaspoons. And you want to just sift it through into another bowl and create some air. Keep it low so you don't get too much dust. And we're almost finished. So the last of it. I'm just going to push that through. all done. Now, you saw the importance of sifting because the cocoa powder tends to be clumpy. So that's why we're sifting everything. So making sure that it's all aerated. Okay. So we're ready to add our dry ingredients to the butter and egg mixture. I had to put the lid on because I was starting to get squashed from the liquid. But we're going to start adding our flour and cocoa mixture, 1 tablespoon at a time, into the feeder. Just nice and easy. Okay, this is the end of it. It's all in there. Just make sure we got everything. Right there. Just double check. Pretty good. Okay, with your soap. Just throw it in. And yes, my hands are clean. Okay, so we've done that. Let it mix for a bit. Just give it a good scrape down the sides. Make sure everything is incorporated. Okay. And it's a very thick dough, not to worry. But that's why you want to hurry up, because you don't want to stress out the stand mixer either. I should do that. There we go. That's better. Now we're going to add our chocolate chunks in. Just sprinkle them in. And this is just regular milk chocolate cut into small pieces. You don't have to mix it a lot, just give it just 1 or 2 whirls. Okay, now you're going to add your pecans. These are pecan pieces. Now, I already buy them already chopped up like this at your local bulk food store. Give it another whirl. I say that's it for now, because I don't want to stress out the machine. It's a very thick dough, so now the rest of it I will work it myself by kneading it. So we're going to take this out, and we're going to throw it on my surface here. I'm just cleaning off the paddle here. I'm just making sure that I got everything, all the dough, all the little good bits off. You don't want to waste any of this good stuff. Okay, that's good. So we're done. I've put it on a lightly floured surface, and we're just going to give it a quick knead just to make sure everything is incorporated. This I like to do with my hands because I don't want to stress out the stand mixer. I've already broken 4 of them, I think, so I don't want to break another one. So I've got now a nice log here. What I'm going to do is roughly cut it in half. Check with my hands. Yeah, we're about there. So just slice it with a pastry scraper. Okay. and then slice it in half again. Like that. 4 even pieces. Somewhat even. Doesn't have to be even. Exactly. Okay, and then I'm going to split that in half again. Try your best. Now, one thing I want to tell you guys is with baking, try not to substitute ingredients. Baking is not like cooking, where you can throw something else in and call it a day. It may change the flavor a little, but it usually turns out pretty good. With baking, if you change something, like even if you change the sugar to Splenda, it will not come out the same. Certain things during baking will not react the same. So you want to not do that. Try to stick with your ingredients as given in the recipe, so that this way your end product will come the same. So I've cut about 8 even pieces. Some are not even, but it doesn't matter. So now what I want to do is I'm going to refrigerate these for a few minutes just to get them a little bit colder, because I want that butter a little bit firmer. So I'm going to throw them into a small tray and I'm going to just refrigerate them. So my little pieces of dough have been resting for about half an hour in the fridge. So they're nice and cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to roll them out into little logs. Now, if they break, it's just a matter of squeezing it back together. So you're just going to have to be patient. And just squeeze, roll, shape them to the best that you can. Like so. And you want them about the width of a toonie, I guess. Kind of like the size of a toonie. One. And you won't need much flour for this. It really does not stick. But see how it's breaking apart? You want to push it into place. Some will be smaller than others, depending on how you cut the dough. Obviously, they're not doing a very good job of this. That's what you get, and you can't see what you're doing. So you're going to place it on a parchment-lined baking sheet, like so. Try to be as straight as you can. And just fix your little edges here. And you're spacing them quite a bit apart because they're going to spread when they cook. That should be good. About 4 fingers apart. So now on our second last one. Last one. As you work the dough, it'll get nice and smooth, and you'll get a nice even lump. You just gotta be patient. If it starts to break like that, you want to push it back together. It's breaking. It'll hit the sweet spot. Take so this one about you. There we go. All right. And there you are. Okay, so now we're just going to brush them with the remaining egg yolk, and you want to add 1 tablespoon of water just to create a liquid egg wash, and you brush them on top, and then we're going to sprinkle with some coarse sugar, or as they call it, turbinado sugar. Just a light sprinkle. Done. I'm going to throw them into the oven. Ooh. In the middle rack, preferably. Well, one will be in the middle, one will be on top, and then what we'll do is halfway through the cooking, we'll swap them. Alexa, set a timer for biscotti, 25 minutes. Okay, so in about, I would say about maybe 13 minutes, we'll come and swap them out, check on them, and we'll just put the top rack in the middle, on the top. So we'll swap them out. All right, our halfway timer is going off. We're just going to swap the 2 trays. The middle one will go on the top, and the top one will go in the middle. Alexa, turn off timer. Our biscotti are done. Just going to cut them out. There you go. So we're just going to let them cool down for a good half an hour, 45 minutes. Probably even an hour, I would say. And then we'll come back and we'll cut into them. Okay, so about 1 hour has gone by. They're cool to the touch, as you can see. And I've got one ready to cut on the cutting board. So we're going to do about finger-thick slices. Usually the end, just chop it off, like so. And then we're going to do finger-thick slices. So I like to measure like that with my finger. Don't cut your finger. Okay. This is the way people that are visually impaired have to do things. Let's go through your slices, so just to give you an idea. Well, I guess I could cut a few more. So you can arrange these like this in a beautiful plate, and when you have company coming over, you can serve them with a nice cup of coffee, and they're perfect for dunking in your coffee. Just cut a few more. there you have it, chocolate pecan biscotti, and you can see that there's the pecan pieces and the chocolate chunk inside. And give it a shot, try it. You will definitely like it. So next time I will show you, I guess, another dessert or maybe something else. We'll see what I have up my sleeve. Until the next episode, talk to you soon.